What is going on, everybody? Mahone Capone here live on Twitch, and this is Horror Becomes Them, Session 28, Thursday, June 29th, 2023. I hope everybody is doing well this evening. I hope you had a wonderful week. It's been a pretty rough week, to say the least, just with life and work and all that fun stuff, so we are happy to be here to get to wind down and not have to deal with drama in real life, and we can have drama in gaming life. So we're here back with a new session of our Horror Becomes Them campaign. I'm going to go ahead and join the session chat, and I believe we have Jade in the house. Hello.
Hello?
I'm wondering if your audio is going to be working well this evening.
No, because you already can hear me? Oh no.
I can hear you a little bit. It keeps cutting in and out.
Lovely. I'll get this right eventually.
Yeah, it's all good. It's fine. We'll figure it out along the way. I do know that Megan is going to be running a little bit late this evening. She said that her dog started begging her to let the dog out, so she said she'll be a little bit behind. And for the viewers that are watching, we are going to be missing Grim this evening. She will not be here this evening, but we will have Jade, Megan, Adam, and Beckett, so we will make the best of it. How was your week?
It's been something else, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Can you hear me a little better now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It was a bit of a week, right?
Yeah. The smog today was bad. It got all the way up to 210, I think. Was the highest I saw it go.
Yeah, I went outside to have a couple cigarettes today throughout the day while I was working, and I was like, Jesus, the smoke is like terrible.
It is bad.
Fucking Steve. A buddy that I grew up with and went to high school with and was in a band with. He's actually watching our stream right now, and he just sent me a message and he said, "Think your week was bad? I caught my wife with another man's magic wand in her mouth. Guy was yelling, 'Boner Cadabra!'" He just is fucking with me. He's always been the kind of guy who busted people's balls that played Dungeons and Dragons and LARPed and all that stuff. So he'll make constant cracks and jokes while we're playing. He did that last week, but I didn't realize that he was sending me messages while we were playing because I wasn't paying attention to it. I forgot that it was even streaming on other things, and I didn't notice until after the fact, and I was like, oh shit, he was joking around the whole time while we were fucking playing. But I do appreciate you watching, Steve. Thank you so much, sir. I hope you are doing well, and I hope life as well. It looks like it's just you and I as of right now. Hopefully Beckett and Adam will get in here. I know you're not hating, man. I know you're not hating. He said, I'm not hating. I'm just making you laugh. No, I know. You just like the bust chops. That's all. That's how it's always been. No big deal.
Hopefully that'll work without killing my audio. Last thing I want is the screeches to come back.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty good so far. I mean, it was just cutting out a tiny little bit in the beginning when you got on, but it sounds fine now.
Cool. Oh, Fred, I just unplugged my finger.
I did just notice that on this stream, it I guess is deciphering what we're saying, so it's like putting closed captions on the screen, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize it did that.
I'm on.
Hey, it's Adam! Woo!
Hey, how's it going?
And then it's Beckett! Yay!
Hello. Hi.
Hey, what up?
Not much. What's up to you guys?
And there's Megan. Everybody came back to back to back. There you go.
Oh.
You all came together. My buddy Steve said, "I'll be back when the action starts." Well, the action will start here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So is everybody here and ready to speak? Because I heard Adam, I heard Beckett. I don't know if I heard Megan yet.
Ayo.
Hey, there we go. Awesome.
Hello. I have a fan going. That's not too loud or anything. You can't hear it in the background, can you?
I can't hear shit, no.
All right, cool.
Nope, don't hear.
It's the loudest thing I've ever. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. If we start hearing the fan, we'll tell the fan to quiet down. I know you have a lot of fans, Beckett. Everybody loves.
Of course.
Everybody loves Beckett, so.
I'm always doing this in front of a screaming crowd, actually.
Always. No, I know. I think that's the reason why Jade's mic always goes in and out, because she always has a lot of fans that are, watching her play too. All right, well, we have the whole group here. We're going to be missing Grim. She, you guys saw what she said. She's got some back spasms going on, and she wasn't feeling too great, so she took some meds and went to bed, which is fine. Not a big deal. I'm going to try to do these sessions going forward if we're only missing like one person, unless it's like a huge battle that we need to like make sure everybody's there, or if it's like a really like important like storyline or something. And it depends on my mental capacity at certain points. So we'll see how things go. We'll play tonight. We're only going to play until about midnight tonight, because I've been harboring a migraine for the last couple hours. So I'm waiting for this alcohol to kick in, and then hopefully I'll be able to skate through until midnight. But I think there's nothing too crazy going on tonight to where I think midnight will be fine. And then next week, I know Grim's also not going to be here because I think she had some other prior engagements. So we should be good to play next week. And then on I believe it's the 13th or the 13th.
The week after next week.
Yeah, the week after, Megan has stuff that she's going to be doing. I told her we'll play it by ear. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might at that point need like a week to kind of reset my mental, my mental status there. So we'll play it by ear. I'll try not to drag it out. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling here. I will go ahead and read the recap, and then we will get into the game. So the last session, the group fought a few faceless creatures. It took some time, but after Elara used Speak with Dead on Arrowie's corpse, she was able to find out that Dispel Magic works on the faceless to get rid of them for good. During the battle, Eghan accidentally hurt Dorita with a firebolt, and Grim spit in Magnus's mouth in order to give him the power to cast Dragon's Breath. After the battle, the group went back to the church to seek answers to where Enna, Bethrynna, and Dardur had gone. When they arrived, they found all three of them still at the church. When confronted, they said that they had always been there and never left. While that was going on, Namira, Hemrah, and Mikael finally expressed their love to one another. They decided to get married in a blood wedding ceremony, which was officiated by the BBEG while surrounded by all of the creatures that have been attacking the towns. What will happen next? Find out only tonight on Horror Becomes Them. And we are going to pick back up.
Did our group get a rest in?
I would say that yes. You guys kind of gathered back up at the church, laid down, and got some rest. I would say you ended up at this point having a long rest.
All right.
Cool.
I forgot that does that automatically. But whatever.
What were you trying to do?
Oh, I was just using a spell slot on Mage Armor.
Oh,
I think we talked about pretty much just going to use a spell slot at the beginning of every day for Mage Armor, just as a default thing. So that I don't have to have an 11 armor class. I can get that up to 14. But
sounds good. And we're actually gonna get some different music in here because it's not like a fight or anything crazy. So we'll just get some. What do we got here? Let's see. There we go. That sounds good. All right. So what are y'all doing?
Oh shit. I had something that I wanted to talk to everyone about last session, and I don't remember what it is this session.
was it about the Argyris' parents and Dardur?
Yes, yes, it was. Standing here now.
Looks like we lost Jade.
Yeah, I know.
If you're trying to talk, Jade, we cannot hear you. It sounds like a robot.
Sounds like a demon robot, actually.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Hello?
There you are.
Yeah, that demon thing is my computer. It just suddenly started screaming at me. So I had to switch to my phone. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Not a big deal.
I need a new laptop so bad.
Yeah, I've started having a lot of problems with this one too.
I'm working on it. Just haven't gotten to it yet. And lost stamina.
So everybody wakes up in the church, and they wake up to very thick smoke, and the entire church is on fire. Everybody dies.
Shucks.
That's so unfortunate.
Womp womp. And it was because Eghan in his sleep cast Firebolt again.
Damn it!
Blew the ceiling up. He was aiming at Dorita, but he missed and hit the ceiling.
He missed and started the entire church on fire.
Yep.
Guess I'm gonna have to come back and kill you again. Okay, before I start, who was up here when I questioned everybody? Were we all up here? I don't know anymore.
Me and Grim were not.
Okay.
The last thing I remember is Dorita summoning Dale.
Right. The drag.
Yes.
Alright, well let's everyone go stand by Magnus then. Actually, I lied. Magnus comes. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is there supposed to be sound coming from Roll20? Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Dorita.
Listen again, you'll probably hear something.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Don't know why.
Your
Nothing.
presence is requested, Dorita.
I'm trying. My computer is being a demon. It won't let me click anything.
You cute little Dorito, get up here.
There we go.
You could also move Dale as well. Dorita.
Awesome.
I was gonna know I
It
was
should
asking
work.
questions anyway, so have this whole conversation in front of everybody.
So what does Dale look like? Like when you're walking up to the group and Dale's following behind you, like what does it look like?
So, we all know Dorita's like this tiny little thing. Dale is about 5 feet tall to like the very edge of his horns. So, but lengthwise, he's about 12 feet long. Pretty small for the kind of Drake he is, but he's not fully grown either way, so it doesn't really matter. He's got these beautiful blue scales, and the spikes along his back are like this acidic green, as is the talons on his feet. And if you look, you can also see a shimmering of green along his neck, where he would be spewing said acid. Every now and then, if a drop of drool falls from his mouth, you'll hear a sizzle along the stones.
Nice.
Eghan is absolutely enamored. Just staring at Dale with wonder in his eyes.
For a name like Dale, he's a lot more aggressive looking than you would expect. That's for sure.
Man.
He looks
only-
like he punches babies for fun. That's the kind of guy that he looks like.
Punches babies.
Punches babies for fun.
What do you look like when you punch a baby? I'm just curious.
Like an asshole. What fucking question is that?
You look like an asshole when you punch babies.
Does he have like a top hat and a twirled mustache too?
Yo, think more brute. I mean, so the way they describe drakes is they have a shorter neck and a shorter snout, but their that neck is more muscular than your dragon is, but they have a longer tail. And typically they do not have wings. However, because of the level Drake is, or Dale is, for a Drake, he can summon wings.
As everyone is kind of huddled around and conversing, all of a sudden you hear this loud noise. And what sounds like heavy rain starts falling on the roof of the church.
Summer heard that noise, got my ass kicked by a god. Guys, it's storming outside.
Yes, it seems so.
Is that normal in the darkness? None of us would know that answer. I don't.
I mean, that's a nice change of pace from all the kind of eerie quietness, right?
Yeah. I have to look at something really quick. Man, what did I say my fear? Oh, I remember what my fear was. Yeah, you guys should go check that out. Not particular to lightning. You should go look and see what's happening.
Like the rain. You want us just to see where the rain's coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Dorita, do you wanna come with me?
Alright, she's gonna go ahead and clamber on top of Dale. He has like this tiny little saddle that's just big enough for Dorita.
Oh,
That is
wow.
that is the thing I can do.
That's really cool. I've always thought dragons were fascinating. Do you mind leading the way?
I'm just gonna use Drake as the Dale. Oh my gosh.
Drake the Dale.
Don't mind me, my brain's all bleh. This smoke has not been good for my health.
Are you just walking right outside?
Yeah. She is, at least.
I'm standing in the doorway. I'm not gonna go fully out.
Who goes outside?
Dorita.
And Dale,
Yes.
I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, fun. This is dexterity for Dorita. Dale. How do I roll here? Sources information. I just had it too. There's the information. Here we go. This little button here for him. I forgot. I wanted to see.
Oh, Dorita with the nat 20 save throw. Nice. All right. So Dale is actually going to take some acid damage. And what you're
No.
noticing is that this rain is acidic in nature.
So, about that, my dragon is an acid dragon.
Oh, okay.
So he takes no damage.
There you go. Nice. All right. So he's out there actually, because he's an acid dragon, he's actually out there just loving it. He's sticking his tongue out. He's kind of like just enjoying the acidic rain. But you could see it like hitting off of his scales, and it like sizzles. And you kind of step back, and you're like, whoa, whoa, I should not be out here.
Oh goodness. Do you want to come back in?
Because I think. I'll just stand here in the awning. She's just gonna stand right there in the doorway watching her. Little dragon.
Elara, it seems to be acid rain.
So it's not regular rain.
Apparently not. I'm sorry. I was being rude.
No, that's you don't do something wrong all the time, Eghan.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sorry.
Building gonna be able to hold up from that?
We're gonna have to see.
You would know
I
more
was
about.
asking them, but
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
you would probably know more about the building than I would, but I can kind of take a look around and see if I can
just
gather
because
any
I
sort of
know more
information about that.
Just because I know more about the building doesn't mean I've ever experienced acid rain.
That's true. That's true. You're right. All right.
Rita's gonna start walking towards Lara so that way she doesn't have to shout halfway across the room.
That's fair.
It is a big church.
So
We're
can I
just
kind of
yelling,
just
guys?
can I kind of take a look around and do, I don't know, like a whatever check to see if I think this church is gonna start to melt, I guess.
What kind of check would that be? I guess just do an investigation check for the time being.
Okay.
So, I do have a question. I literally have an acid dragon. Would I have more knowledge on how quickly this acid would go through? Based on a history check?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
There's walking sounds in this rain, whatever you're playing, right? It's not just me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay, my little dice almost landed on a 15, so you could consider that a 23.
I know.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to kind of figure out. So Dorita, you're familiar with your dragon and what the dragon's abilities are, and that it can, pretty much withstand acid and things of that nature. But as far as the building itself, I mean, you're not too familiar. Acid can burn through things, so you're kind of, leaning more towards like, we might have to figure something out if it's not going to stop. But you don't know for certain if it is going to, corrode the ceiling or not. Eghan, you don't notice anything wrong at this point in time. You hear the rain, hitting on the ceiling. You hear what sounds like crackling noises, like almost like if you're sitting at like a campfire. But you're not quite sure exactly what that is and what's happening.
We got two options. We can stay here,
Oh.
or we can bring everyone into the basement and hope we don't get stuck there.
I mean, I think the basement's not a bad idea, because otherwise we're just kind of sitting ducks, and at least one entrance and exit would probably be better to guard, right?
Not wrong.
You notice that the the townspeople are starting to huddle together in a certain area of the church.
What's going on over there?
Why are we all huddling over here?
And you see Abigail kind of come towards the forefront. I am very sorry, Elara. Everyone is kind of scared, and they're not quite sure if we should stay in the church any longer.
Well, you can't leave right now. It's raining acid.
I understand. There is some rumors going around, being spread around, that there may be a basement area that might be safer for everyone. Is that correct?
Yes, there's a basement.
Okay. I think it might be best. I think everyone is kind of tired, and these pews are not very, comfortable. I don't know what's down in the basement, but maybe there might be a little bit bigger of an area that where everyone can lay down, so we're not all laying on these little benches.
Yep, definitely been holding out on everyone. Let's go to the basement.
Either way.
Alright, is there some sort of large sack that maybe we could take all the books from the library down to the basement as well, just, so we don't, maybe if there's some knowledge in those books that would be important, we don't lose that?
You want a large sack?
If there's possible, I would appreciate that.
Magnus, he wants a large sack.
Or just any transportation device, really. Anything that would help us carry that.
It's okay, I think Magnus has a
Hold on, I
large
might have
sack.
something for you. Give me a second. Yes, give me just a moment here.
Dorita's gonna look at Eghan and be like,
Yuri, I think you might want to work on your word choices there, darling.
What do you mean?
So pure. So pure.
Well, I'm trying to see what I
Grim's still
have.
sleeping, so someone needs to carry Grim.
I guess that's my job.
I'm gonna say, I think Magnus has become the official Grim carrier at this point.
No, he's got to be the official book carrier.
No, I can probably figure out a way to hold it down. I can try at least.
Here, you can always attach it to Dale.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
He can carry quite a bit.
Alright, if everyone wants to follow me, we can head to the basement. And I'm just gonna
Wait,
assume we're just
stay where you are.
head to the basement.
Stay where you are.
Yep, I came back.
Yeah. Nobody move. I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for y'all so you don't have to like go walking over there. Now this may be a little crazy. Kind of a, hey, I just met you, this is crazy, here's my number, call me maybe. Give me 1 second. Who was leading the way? It was Elara, correct?
Yep.
And Magnus has Grim on his shoulder, I'm guessing? Or he's holding him or carrying him in some form or fashion?
Yeah, I walk over and I just kind of pick him up, and I'm just holding him in one arm. And I like
Okay.
baby, like cradling.
Aww. That's too cute of a mental image.
Alright, and then we are now in the basement.
Do I know anything about the basement?
You know it's a basement.
Yeah.
You just know that this basement was where a lot of like the priests and nuns and stuff like that would sleep if they needed to. So that's why there's the beds and stuff here. They also have like what they called like a healing pool, which is basically just like an indoor pool that they would use for like baptisms and things like that. There's also like a dining area and like a little kitchenette. And then there's like storage and stuff like that down here.
Just been literally holding out on every single person who could have had it. Yep, that's fine.
I would assume that Elara wouldn't want everybody to be all huddled down in this basement just because there's literally no other exit. Like when you're in the basement, there's literally nowhere else to go. So I would just assume that this is like the last place that she wanted to go. Just, personal opinion.
Oh! I walked down and I saw the door broken over there. And you can probably tell there's beds, there's area for food. Other places aren't super important, but you can check them out if you want to. You're able to go almost wherever you want to, yeah.
And Abigail kind of squeezes through everybody, and she comes up next to you. Now, is it all right if I just settle everyone in to the room there with the beds? I think everyone's pretty tired.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, Elara. She kind of makes her way back. All right, everyone, follow me, follow me. Everybody starts following her in.
And is there some sort of door to this stairwell?
At the top of the steps, there's a door leading out. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on that.
Okay. Alright, so you touch a closed door, window, gate, chest, or other entryway, and it becomes locked for the duration. You and the creatures you designate when you cast this spell can open the object normally. You can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 feet of the object, suppresses the spell for 1 minute. Otherwise, it is impassable until the spell is broken, or the spell is dispelled or suppressed. Okay? Sounds good. That was very smart of you, sir.
Thank you. Was I muted when I said I was casting that?
No, you were not. I was
okay.
just reading what it did.
Also, last time when I did it up in the church, I think I designated everybody, all of the civilians and everyone, as being able to open it. This time, I'm actually just gonna do me, Grim, Magnus, Elara, and Dorita.
Okay. And if anybody went into these rooms, they could see that the beds are big enough to fit two people. They kind of have to lay a little, side by side kind of. So it's not, the greatest of situations, but it is much more comfortable than the pews. So there is like two people per bed to leave, room for a couple other beds for other people if they would like to lay in them. And you do see Enna and Bethrynna and Dardur kind of go in and get settled as well.
Alright,
So
well, we should find somewhere to talk that's not right here, next to the open doorway.
Beeline for this area. Because logically speaking, it's the farthest from that room.
Before we leave, I am going to cast Message 2, and I'm going to send the password of the lock to Abigail.
Okay. So what do you say? Like, do you say more than one word, or?
I mean, it's kind of like hi. I believe you said your name was Abigail. I've put a lock on the door. If you ever need to unlock it, it can temporarily be disabled with the password. A spider bite.
Okay. She kind of smiles and kind of nods her head, and then just curls up on the bed to start taking a nap.
Is this door locked?
None of these doors are locked. No.
Wait, she's just gonna barge right in.
Okay.
She's way too curious to even care about etiquette at this moment.
When Dorita goes in, she kind of notices that this area that she's in is almost like a small little church area. It has a couple pews in it that are made of stone, and then there is like a little altar at the top, or at the far north corner of the room that has what looks to be like a religious book, and standing behind the altar is a set of armor. It looks like it's a person standing there, but it's just a set of armor.
Where would the book? Gonna go right up to the book.
All right.
Now she doesn't touch it, she's looking at it. I don't want to accidentally trigger something. At least not yet. Hello?
I'm here. What did you said that you were gonna go up to the book, but you said you didn't touch it or anything?
Yeah, she's just looking at it.
Okay.
Is it open? Is it closed? Does it have a title?
The book is open currently.
Ooh, what do I see? Do I understand it? That's the question.
Roll me an investigation check.
Got a 19.
Do you understand infernal?
I do not.
Okay. So you do not understand the scribings in this book.
But do I recognize it as infernal? Do I recognize it as that language, or I just recognize I don't know this language?
Roll me a history check, because I just need to see if you are familiar with that language.
I'll take that as a no. You'll see why in a second. I got a nat 1.
So you have no idea what language this book is written in at all whatsoever.
But I'm sure it's a good read. Kind of just look at the armor now because it's a little creepy. At least the way I envision it is probably a little creepy if it looks like a person just standing behind the desk. You look at it, she would come around the table and like get right up next to it to look at it. Kind of.
Like the suit of
Yeah,
armor? She's kind of looking at the suit of armor.
She would have poked it just to make sure it's not a real person.
Okay. So you are going to touch it?
Yes. My character would have touched it just to make sure it's not a real person.
Okay. I need for you to hold on a second.
Oh no. Why did I make a curious character? I'm sorry if I get you guys killed.
That's just payback for the million times Ivor probably almost got us killed.
I do need for you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Joy. Oh, dang, Dorita is Dorita is up there on dex.
So you go and touch this set of armor, and in the hands of this set of armor is an axe, and the axe, when you touch it, it actually comes forward, and it actually chops the book in front of it in half.
Oh no.
Oh dearie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, but hey, at least it's not a person inside the armor.
I can't read that book anyways, it's fine.
What does Eghan do when he sees that a book gets cut in half?
Is it okay? Do you think we could still salvage it?
My question is, was it clean cut in half, or did it get like catch the pages, or?
It cut it down the spine, so it literally cut it into two.
All right. This is manageable. I think we can still fix this. I'll pick up the book.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I need you to do something, but I have to type something real quick. So just give me 1 moment.
All right.
Oh no.
We don't touch the book.
Am I able to recognize the language?
Do you know Infernal?
I know 6 languages. Infernal is not one of them. Would I still be able to recognize that it's Infernal, though?
Roll me a history check, please.
Oh, absolutely. This better not be a terrible roll. It's another 5, but that still makes it a 16. I have a stupid high history.
Oh my gosh,
give me
an
1 second.
11?
Yeah, I have a plus 11 to history.
Holy shit!
That's awesome.
He's a fucking nerd, you know?
Fair.
Does Eghan say, "Oh, this is Infernal" if he recognizes it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would say that immediately, because right now I've just picked up the book and it looks like the book is probably about to attack me or something, at least is what it sounds like.
Okay. 'Cause my
But
character
after
speaks
whatever
and reads
happens,
Infernal.
yeah, after whatever happens here, I'll probably be like, ask if anybody speaks Infernal.
So yes, you do know that it is what you believe to be Infernal, but you are unable to read it.
All right. Does anything happen to me immediately?
You are gonna touch it?
Oh, I already picked it up. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, you picked it up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Of course, without consulting
Man,
your
don't ask any
local Infernal
questions.
expert, Magnus.
Mm.
This was a snap decision. I was just trying to inspect the damages here.
Yeah.
The book doesn't kill you, Elara will.
Listen,
To be fair, if I was
Eghan is
in Megan's shoes, I would have done the same thing if I saw a book chopped in half, because that is just my inner book nerd being like,
exactly. Eghan is afraid of so many things, but books are not one of them yet.
yeah, is the key word.
I need you to also make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's a mimic. That would not be funny. It turns into one of those books from Harry Potter where it tries to eat your hands off.
Are you?
Oh,
Man.
Jesus Christ!
No.
I have not rolled above a 5 tonight. That's just great.
I'm afraid to have
This
to
is-
roll with your rolls.
This is just the time that Ivor died all over again.
Sorry, laugh.
Give me a
Rolled
second.
3 dice. I've had a 5, and a 1.
Did we just leave Grim on the floor, or did we put Grim in a bed?
Grim slept on the floor by himself last time. On a step.
Okay. I just didn't know if their placement there was intentional. I was like, oh, did we actually leave him
I mean, if he wakes up next to a dragon, I'm sure he'll be ecstatic. It's fine.
Are you
Oh.
my mother?
All right, so when you touch this, all of a sudden, you're holding both pieces in your hand, and all of a sudden, there is what seems to be two ghostly, ghastly, dark hands that come out from this book and grab you by the wrists. And it takes form
God.
of a cold, greasy darkness. And you are going to take 5.
What's greasy? You said
Yes.
greasy?
It's greasy, yes. You're going to be taking. Oh my God, bro! I wish you wouldn't have touched this thing. I can't believe you did. You're going to be taking 5d8 damage, cold damage.
Awesome. All right.
Oh, we're about to lose somebody already.
Have at ye.
Eghan's going to take 22 points of cold damage.
Oh, that's not too bad. All right.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I drop it immediately. Devil book. It's a devil book. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Oh, I'm sorry for my language. What? Why do you have a demon book down here, Elara? What is this for?
I'm in this room. I can't tell you.
Oh, yes. Yeah. What?
Also, you're gonna be because it touched you and dealt damage. You're gonna be sickened for 1d4 rounds. So
Like sickened how?
I will tell you momentarily.
Yeah, I just back away and I'm just gonna lay down. I'm just gonna lay down on this little bench for a minute.
So it's essentially 3 rounds. Each round's like what, 6 seconds or something. So
Mhm.
I mean, you're only going to be sickened or whatever for what's that?
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
18
30
seconds, yeah.
But let me get the sickened. You take -2 penalty on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Yeah, I needed penalties to my rolls right now. That's...
Roll the nat 1 -2.
Yeah, okay. Eghan's just gonna lay down, looking nauseous on this bench.
How about we don't touch things that we don't know what they are?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I won't touch. I won't touch another book. I mean, not another unknown book. I guess once that I know what they are, much safer. Well, most of the time. Oh god. Oh god.
Magnus, I swear to my god, if you touch that book.
Magnus isn't going to touch the book, but he's going to kind of investigate it. Need to roll anything for him to recognize that it's infernal, or is it still just laying open there?
Eghan told you it was infernal.
Yeah, I shouted demon book, demon book, demon book.
Okay, well that doesn't necessarily mean
Sure, that's not necessarily.
You
Yeah.
can read infernal, so you would know it's infernal.
Are you able to read Infernal, Magnus?
Yes.
All right, I want you to roll me a history check if you are familiar with this book. Like, Infernal, you've read Infernal, books and scriptures and things like that. I want you to roll a history check to see if you are familiar with this particular book. 13. Okay, so I will say that you're obviously you're able to read it. So without touching it, because I would say that when he dropped it, the right side of the book fell, flat on its back of the cover of the book. So there's still, you could still see the wording written on it, but the left side of the book fell where you could read the cover. So you know that this book is called The Purple Heart. And with your history check, you're kind of familiar with this book. You don't know exactly what the book is about, but you do know that the book discusses the topic of the lies of God.
So I can see Magnus reading this.
Yeah, I mean you're not feeling so great right now, but you can see that he's reading the book.
Magnus, you can read Infernal?
Yeah, I can read Infernal. What was the title of the book again? I'm sorry.
It's called The Purple Heart.
It's a book called The Purple Heart. It has something to do with something about gods. I'm sorry, I don't remember what you said.
The lies of God.
It has something to do with the lies of gods. I've never actually read the book, but I've read about this book.
And you do know that this book has been outlawed in most regions.
Yeah, it's an illegal book. It's definitely been outlawed in a lot of places.
Elara doesn't know this book existed down here, right?
Elara would have no idea.
Okay,
Because she's been down in this area before, just getting stuff from the supply room, and she's witnessed people being like baptized in the waters and things like that, and like going into the healing waters to kind of like soothe like their pain and suffering that they've been dealing with. But you knew that this area existed, but you've never really had a reason to go into this room.
Magnus, if I could try flip into it with mage hand, do you think you could transcribe it into common for me, and maybe I could keep a copy of it, something like that?
Why would you want a copy of an outlawed book, Eghan?
Well, why is it outlawed?
Yeah, it's not a problem. I can dictate, and if you want to write down what I'm.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm sorry, Elara. It's not. I don't want to like I'm not really one to break the law for no reason, but I'm a scholar above all else, and I would like to learn as much as I can, and I kind of just want to know, I guess, why this would be banned.
I kind of want to know what the laws of the gods are myself, actually.
Quick question.
What's that?
My character, 100 and something years old. Can I roll a history check to see if I remember why it was outlawed?
Sure.
I got a 19. I'm rolling amazingly well today.
Don't jinx it.
Was gonna say on things that don't even matter, but it show up.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I do see it. Give me 1 second here.
I'm making sure that, like, for like 2 seconds lost Wi-Fi, so I was like, oh no! Anybody got snacks today?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Usually I do that in the second half.
Yeah, I usually
Where's
just
my...
don't eat.
Me neither.
We go snacking on something today. It is Pringles. The cheddar and sour cream one today.
Nice.
All right. Since you rolled so high, I'm gonna basically read this to you. This is what Dorita knows. She's thinking about it, and even though she looked at the book and she couldn't read it, but when Magnus told her what the name of the book was and what it was about, she thought about it for a moment, and she kind of had like one of those like kind of like premonitions or like flashbacks of hearing about this book, and it kind of sends chills down her spine. And I'm going to read to you the following. So this is basically what you remember about this book. Deep within the forbidden archives of ancient tomes, a sinister grimoire known as the Purple Heart lurks, shrouded in malevolent whispers and cloaked in dark enchantments. This cursed spellbook, feared and outlawed throughout the realms, delves into the treacherous realm of divine deception and falsehoods woven by the gods themselves. Bound in ethereal purple leather, its pages infused with an ominous glow, the Purple Heart radiates an aura of wicked energy that sends shivers down the spines of even those most seasoned wizards. Its cover bears intricate engravings of twisted serpents and maleficent sigils, hinting at the sinister secrets held within. The moment one lays eyes upon this book, an unsettling feeling of unease settles upon their soul. As the ancient pages are turned, the reader's senses are overwhelmed by an intoxicating blend of mystic knowledge and insidious lies. The texts within are written in a language only known to the dark forces that dwell in the shadows. Whispers of forbidden secrets and tantalizing promises of power leap off of the pages, tempting those with a desperate thirst for forbidden sorceries. The spells inscribed within the Purple Heart are a perversion of arcane arts, percolating with a maleficent essence that corrupts the very fabric of magic. They twist the forces of nature, warping reality to serve the sinister purposes of those who dare delve into their wicked depths. These spells possess the ability to manipulate minds, spread chaos, and evoke dark forces, and all in service of the book's malevolent agenda. But touching or reading this cursed tome comes at a great cost, for it carries a vile curse that seeps into the very essence of the reader. Those who dare to lay their hands upon these pages find themselves plagued by misfortune and calamity, as the curse claws at their spirit, unraveling their sanity and consuming their inner light. Madness befalls even the most stalwart souls, and a dreadful fate awaits those who succumb to its corrupting influence. The authorities and scholars of the realms have deemed the Purple Heart forbidden and condemned its existence, recognizing its destructive power and the potential to unleash chaos upon the land. Legends speak of brave adventurers who risked their lives to locate and destroy this vile artifact, ensuring that its malevolence remains locked away forever. The Purple Heart, a wicked testament to deceit and divine manipulation, stands as a dire reminder of the dangers that lurk in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Its dark allure entices those willing to gamble their souls for power, yet the curse it carries serves as a cautionary tale, a stark warning of the perils that await those who delve too deeply into the shadows of the arcane.
I remember this. I am going to desperately, because I'm right next to him, try to push Magnus away from said book, screaming, "Don't do it, darling! Don't do it!"
Why not? Can I also make a history check to see if I would know this?
Sure.
Being a big nerd and all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus Christ. 3 plus 11, still 14.
I would say that you're familiar with the I would say the legend of this book. You're familiar that this book has dark secrets, but those dark secrets and how much you love reading and how much you love books is very enticing to you.
That whole thing would be enticing to Eghan, even if he knew the full threats and everything, but... yeah, why not, Dorita?
That is one of the few things that I can say is definitely not ever going to be okie dokie. It needs to be burned immediately, destroyed somehow.
Damn! She
No,
could've
I don't...
called for jail.
Wait. No. Here, hold on. I don't know that... I mean, it had arms and it grabbed me. I don't think that, destroying it is a great idea. I mean, what if it unleashes something else?
Eghan, darling, you are cursed the second you looked at it. You need
Okay.
to sit down and stay over there.
All right. But I'm telling you, I really... a book with arms usually means there's something else inside of it, if you mess with it too much.
Then we will just push it in a corner and cover it. But I do not think any one of us, I don't know what voice I'm doing, we're sticking with it, should read this. Elara, do you have something we can put this in without touching it? A bag? A box? Something?
I mean, I have...
it's been in this room for a while. It's not done anything bad that I know of for anyone else who hasn't seen it or touched it.
I would prefer if we do not have that temptation. It's not a good thing to have anywhere near us. And I fear that even with Magnus reading just a piece of it is going to cause many, many unfortunate things. This is the first time that Dorita has actually gotten a serious voice with you guys, because usually she's very airheady, very, very chill, but her face becomes stern, which is weird to see on her face that usually has a smile.
I mean, there's chests and stuff in the sleeping area. There's probably room in there. I mean, and if we bring one of those chests in here to put it in.
I could put a lock on him too. One of the arcane locks.
I believe that is a good idea. Just, again, please stay over there while I go grab a box. Magnus, can you help me? I was gonna ask Magnus, but she's not quite strong. She's not very strong, but she will try.
Did we bring all those books down here, by the way?
Yeah, they're attached to Dale, I guess.
Alright.
I'm gonna stand here to make sure Eghan's good and doesn't go touch the book.
Feeling try either way.
Oh, I know, but what am I supposed to do here? I can't read it. They're not gonna let me read it. So I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna put it in a chest. It's okay. I don't know, not right now. Do we have to do this right now?
Eghan, who are you talking to?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, who are you talking to?
Just myself. I have a tendency to talk to myself.
Are you sure about that? That's not the first time that I've heard you having a full conversation like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Are you lying to me again?
No.
In a church? Are you lying in a church?
I'm a terrible liar. I'm a terrible liar, and so if I was lying to you, you know, it would be pretty easy to tell, wouldn't it? You know, so why would I even try lying? Because I'm terrible at it, you know.
You know what? I'll let it go for now. For now.
Hey, what's in that room over there? I think I want to check out.
Hey, no.
What?
She's gonna not. Just no. You're avoiding the subject, which means you're lying to me.
Well, no. Lying is a strong word. I was just kind of, you know. I mean,
avoiding
you know.
The truth?
Well, you know. One could say that.
Who are you talking to?
Are you gonna let this go, or
No,
am I?
The
Okay.
people that were here before said that they heard voices before. How do I know you're not with the darkness?
What do you mean they heard voices? No. No.
Who are you talking to then? I have a lot of people in this church that I need to keep safe.
Yes, I understand that.
And you did hit Dorita earlier with.
I know
fire.
that was an accident. That was an accident. I swear. Can you keep this a secret, just between you and me? Even though I suppose you're kind of the one that I was most worried about figuring it out.
Just as he says that, Eghan is gonna feel a burning sensation in his forearm. And he looks down and he notices there is a etching or something starting to form on his arm, and it looks as if it is a mouth with like really gross looking teeth, and inside of the mouth has an eyeball. And that is being burnt into his inner arm.
Like it's an etching, like a tattoo. It's not real.
Yeah, it looks like a tattoo or something, but it's a marking that's appearing on his arm.
Octavia, was that you? What did I do to deserve that? Why would you even do that? I didn't even know you could do that. What the hell was that?
Okay. You need to tell me what's going on.
Well, it seems like if I tell you what's going on, I'm gonna get more mouth arms, and I definitely don't want that.
Is it the voice or is it the book that you touched?
I don't know what really. I mean, two evil books really was to say, you know.
If you can't talk to me now, I don't know if I can trust you in my church.
All right. So I have I talk to my my book. Well, she talks to me.
Your book.
My
talks
spell
to
book.
you.
Yes, and in a literal sense, not kind of, you know, some sort of nerd thing, you know.
So your book is a she.
Well, I mean, she's not just a book. She is, you know, she's alive. Well, she's dead, but she's sentient. I I was in wizard college, and it was a special order that I had kind of wanted to join for my whole life. And you know, one of the things that we would learn how to do is awaken our spell books. And you know, most people, everybody else in my class kind of got, like, you know, great scholars and wizards and academics. But mine, when I awakened it, was just kind of a really mean woman. Some you know, might consider her to be evil.
And we can trust you?
Well. I mean, I think so. I don't listen to everything she tells me to do. She's real persistent about some things, but I mean, I'm not gonna try to kill you in the middle of the night or anything, because she's not dumb, you know. And if I tried to kill you in the middle of the night, and you know, everybody woke up, they'd kill me, and then she'd be stuck in a book forever. So you know, well, that just wouldn't be a good strategic move on her part, you know. So,
She'd be
and
stuck in a book
I wouldn't.
forever? You're trying to get her out of the book?
No. Well, I'm not, but she is trying to wear me down on that front. But I don't want to. In fact, I came here because I heard that there could be some information on breaking a curse and separating us here. But that might have been a trick, just to lead me here and make me upset.
Listen here, book. There's no wearing down anybody in this church.
Oh, well.
You hear that, book?
Her name's Octavia. She
I
doesn't
don't care
really
what her
like to be
name
referred.
is.
Okay, but she doesn't like to be referred to as a book, and
She
she's.
can't
I mean,
hurt me, can she? Nope, she's a book.
no, but she can be really mean to me about it, and I don't want to be.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's her name? I already forgot.
Octavia.
Okay, Octavia, what I said still stands. Stop being rude. That's not how you get someone to help you. Leave him alone.
As you guys are
I,
continuing to talk, Eghan notices that the eyeball in between the teeth on his inner part of his forearm is starting to move.
Oh no.
I think that there's something needs to be done about this eye. Do you think that there's anything that you could do to help me out with this? Any sort of curse removal?
Do I know that the eye is there? Did I see it before?
You haven't seen it yet, unless he's going to show
Yes,
you.
Oh,
What
I pulled
eye?
up my
What are you
pulled up
talking
my
about?
sleeve. I pulled up my sleeve and kind of like as it formed.
Okay, so you show her that, and as you're showing her that and the eyeballs moving around, in your head, Eghan, you hear this. It's ghostly whispers.
It's parcel tongue.
Oh god, it's getting so loud in here. This is too many voices. This is too many voices for one head. Oh god.
Magnus, Dorita, I think you need to get back in here right now.
Can you do something about this? I can't. I think maybe if I take the book, I can find out some way to remove it.
No, you can't touch the book.
So the second he says he's gonna touch the book, you're gonna see Dale get lowered to the floor and he's gonna start growling
Oh
as
no!
he
Oh
stands in front of the book.
no! I've even pissed off the dragon. I thought the dragon was so cool, and now it's upset at me. Oh god! Oh god! Well, do you have any suggestions?
I have a thing that I might be able to try.
All right. What is it?
I have to touch your arm, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I think. I mean, maybe.
I want to try a remove curse spell. I don't know if it'll help. And I don't know what the effects of it will be if it does.
All right. Well, first, hold on. Can I do a ritual casting of Identify on this?
If you want.
And can we
I'm not sure if
safely
it counts as an object.
No, it is not an object.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Yeah. Go ahead. Try to do curse removal.
Yeah. Can we safely say that they're able to drag a chest back about half part of the way there so far?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna touch... I guess I'm gonna touch the thing on his arm. And I'm going to cast... Remove Curse. Really?
All right. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement. Okay. So when you touch his forearm and cast Remove Curse, Eghan all of a sudden feels immediate burning, like excruciating pain in his forearm. And all of a sudden, the teeth and eyeballs, or the teeth and eyeball, start coming out of his forearm. And all of a sudden, you see a creature appear. And give me a second and I will pull that up momentarily here.
Whereas I see that shit start coming out of his arm, I tell Dorita and Magnus to drop the fucking shit and just get in here. Without the swear words. Elara doesn't swear.
Are you sure?
Or I could have a swear word here and there.
She doesn't swear yet.
I mean, I'd say that would happen, and Dorita would immediately just drop it. She wouldn't care if it falls on Magnus's toes or anything. She just poof.
Alright, just give me 1 second. I'm almost done, and I'll show you what it looks like. I should have had this already, but I didn't know anybody was going to be stupid enough to touch this book. But I guess I should have known that.
Seriously, to be fair, it wasn't me this time. Normally, I'm the one touching stuff. I didn't touch it.
Well, I thought Eghan was smarter than Ivor, but apparently not.
This is the only time, the only situation in which Eghan would ever do something like this, and you managed to find it. And then I managed to roll a nat 1.
Yes, sir. Alright, give me a second. I'm uploading it now. And the creature appears, and it is a beholder.
Oh.
And I need y'all to roll initiative, please.
So, we're just gonna abandon everyone, right?
Yeah, you two can leave, save yourselves.
Yeah, that's not Magnus. Magnus is going to see this thing, see that Elara and Eghan are there, and he's going to, well, fuck it.
Roll that. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So my Drake companion,
He goes on your turn.
yeah. He goes right after.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell him to do something it's not considered an action. But if I don't tell him anything, I think all he can do is dodge.
Elara, do you get advantage on
Yep, my
Initiative?
shield, it gives me advantage
Okay.
on an initiative and one other thing, perception.
And I'm gonna have it to where Grim is still sleeping in the other room peacefully.
Yes.
And I will then roll for the beholder.
I hate initiative because for whatever reason, no matter what, I roll high on initiative. Except for like one time. Don't want to be first.
All right. Well, the beholder had 4, so.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was about to get one hit killed. Oh, thank God. I was sitting here at the bottom of the initiative order like, I am fucked.
Yeah, he lucked out.
I mean, I'm still fucked, but, you know, slightly less now.
You did this to yourself.
I agree. All right, it is Elara's turn.
Shit. I'm gonna
Not die.
hopefully I'm gonna bonus action cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
No, I did. Okay. Yeah.
Now, when you cast the spiritual weapon, it doesn't attack right away, right? Don't you have to?
I meant to actually just display it, and it did that, but there we
Okay.
go. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack, so I can.
Oh, okay, cool.
So does the 25 hit?
It does.
Alright, then I guess it was 10 force damage.
All right.
And that's my turn, because I can't leave Eghan. Oh wait, I can
No,
still
no, you
cast
can
the
leave.
cantrip. Man, these cantrips suck. Alright, I'm gonna cast a cantrip. I need to make a dex save. Dex 16. For Sacred Flame.
Okay. So the beholder has to make a dex save, you said?
Yep.
Uh, 18.
Yeah, it passes. We're good. That's it. That's my turn.
No, you should run. You should go.
Nope. I shouldn't.
You should
Can't
run.
leave you.
All right, it's Dorita's turn.
So they're standing in the door. There's nowhere for me to go.
She is going to right in the way. She is going to. I am going to use spell. It is Summon Beast. Kind she chooses is I can get the thing where I'm so sorry guys, my computer absolutely hates me. Is gonna be an earth creature. So when it not earth, land. So basically it would slowly form into this, honestly, it would look like a lizard. It would look like, more like an iguana than any other kind of lizard. It's specifically a land lizard. It's a bestial spirit. A bunch of stuff, but I call forth the bestial spirit and manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. Their corporeal form uses the bestial spirit stat block, which I have. I have to choose native to certain traits and stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0 HP when the spell ends. It is an ally to me and my companions, and it shares my initiative counter, but it takes its turn immediately after mine. But I don't think it takes its turn this round. I think it starts next round.
That would be correct. You said it was a
Yes.
bestiality spirit?
Yes. A bestial spirit.
Bestiality
Nice try.
spirit.
I got what you said.
You didn't for a second. You agreed there for a second.
You were like, yeah, bestiality
Okay,
spirit.
look, I have.
Dorita's gonna
I-
fuck.
Have you not heard the comments she said? Have we been listening to the same thing?
What did she say? I didn't hear.
She's been saying all kinds of sus stuff. Anyway, it would appear right here next to Dale.
She's saying a lot of sus stuff.
She literally said, "Oh, I didn't know you could bend like that." That's literally one of the first couple things she said to Elara.
Alright, so there's a large iguana that is now, doing its thing. Give me a second. I'm gonna get you your iguana. Give me a second.
Cool. Because afterwards, I read up on my thing. It actually does take a bonus action to command Dale to do something. Other than dodge. So I
Okay.
will have to use my bonus action for that, but that is fine.
I'm getting I'm getting you your iguana. And I'll give you the ability to move him around and stuff.
But the way everyone else sees it when she's summoning them is that, Lizzie, I kind of need your help here, darling. And there's a lizard.
And yes, he's in a business suit. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
What
and
type of creature is the beholder?
What kind of creature is a beholder?
Aberration.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a large aberration.
Big ol' motherfucker.
And with her bonus action, she is going to command Dale to take a chunk out of this thing before moving backwards.
I really feel bad for you guys that you're fighting this thing because the rays that it could do with its eyes are gonna, oh god, are probably gonna fuck you guys up. But there's
I'm
really
not gonna
nothing
lie,
to
I
do.
work with someone who's autistic, and he is addicted to these beholder things, so yeah. He's got like 50 figurines of them.
Did Dorita just say I'm piecing the fuck out?
Yes, she did.
Piecing the fuck out.
Look, she's lived too long to be killed by
Get
this
everyone else out. Easy.
Really, everybody should probably be getting away far away as possible right now.
You first, Eghan.
I'm trying, but I've got terrible dexterity and I am really slow and I'm rolling like shit tonight.
So Dale tries to take a bite out of this thing, but he's kind of stunned that it kind of just popped up out of nowhere himself. So he goes to lunge at it and misses. Really.
So here's my question. When you cast Summon Beast, that's a concentration spell. Can you still concentrate and hold that creature there when you're not in the room with it?
It says concentration up to 1 hour.
Yeah, as long as you're not. I think as long as you're in range, it holds. I don't think you need to maintain line of sight.
Okay, I'll pull it up. See if there's anything else.
The range is 90 feet though, so.
Yeah, so I'm still within it. I'm in 30 feet of it, so.
Word.
35 feet. 36 feet. 40 feet, somewhere. I'm not 90 feet away yet.
Yeah, it looks like you're about 25 feet away, 30 feet away. You're good. I was just checking. Alright, so that's the end of your turn?
I just need to move anything. So I tried to bite and that did not work. Now, please. God. Yeah. So, it is going to move closer to Eghan. And then that is the end of Dale's turn.
Alright. It is now Magnus's turn.
Alright. Magnus is first gonna cast what is it? Protection from good and evil himself.
Okay.
And he is let's see here. I'm thinking here.
Oh, God.
He's just gonna whip out the good old Swing.
Gonna whip out and do what? You had cut out there.
Whip out the battle axe and take a swing.
All right. 19's gonna hit.
19. Alright. And I'll just try to use a good old moon blade.
Okay.
20.
Yep.
So yeah,
Another 19 points of damage.
29. Yep. And yeah, I just gonna go. All right, everybody, I'll distract this thing. Get out.
All right, and it is now Eghan's turn.
All right. Well, Eghan, I know this might be shocking, is going to run. Not quite to the edge to where he would get an opportunity attack, and I am going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen. Where is that? There we go. 30-foot teleportation to get point that I can see, so I'll go right here.
Okay.
What is the range on that other spell? And that's a bonus action. And as a racial ability, not a spell. So I'm also going to use my action to cast the summon Shadow Spawn again. And I'm going to summon that up here. Yeah. I'm going to command it to attack, and then I'm just going to use the last last 10 feet of my movement. Or I think, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna stand right here, and I'm gonna start shouting at everybody in this room. You got to get out of here! Everybody, go back upstairs. Yeah, that's movement, action, bonus action. So that's the end of my turn. But the Shadow Spawn gets to go after me.
What goes after you?
The Shadow Spawn that I summoned.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Are you doing something with it, or?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was waiting for you to Here, I want to summon it right there. And yeah, it's gonna do 2 attacks. It's going to be the Despair one, so any creature that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit has its speed reduced by 20 feet. So yeah, right there, and it's going to make 2 attacks with advantage because Elara is flanking, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
Hold on, give me a second.
okay.
Sorry, I'm having a rough time right this second.
That's fine. I know, all of us, we now have 3 summoned creatures on here too.
Where is it at?
Right here.
Okay. That's your creature now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I need to allow you to move it in a second.
I love how Eghan's summoned creature is literally the manifestation of depression.
There you go. So go ahead and attack.
Yeah, 2 attacks, and that'll be with advantage, right? Flanking with Elara.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
It's a manifestation of darkness.
14.
14's gonna miss.
Okay. Nat 1, alright. But that is with advantage, so the 14 is just a miss. Alright, and 23 and 18. I assume 23 hits?
23 does hit, yes.
Alright. That is 1d12 plus 7 cold damage. Alright.
Right? You said 7 cold damage?
1d12 plus 7, I rolled a 3. It just only shows up as a plus 3, but it's plus the spell level, so that's going to be a total of 11 cold damage.
Okay. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, it is now the Beholder's turn. The Beholder uses eye rays. The Beholder shoots 3 of the following magical eye rays at random, and I roll a d10 to figure out which ones they are. So the first roll is a 5. So that is going to do an evisceration ray. So I need for Elara to make a con save, please.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
Ooh, just saves. So you're gonna take half of this damage. So it's half. It's 8d8.
Oh shit.
So you are going to take half of 51 points of damage. So that is going to be 25
Christ.
points of damage. Alright. And then it's going to do its second ray, which is going to be a 6, and that is a telekinetic ray. If the creature is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 16 strength save, or the beholder moves up to 30 feet in any direction. It is restrained by the ray's telekinetic grip until the start of the beholder's next turn, or until the beholder is incapacitated. If the target is an object weighing 300 pounds or less that isn't being worn or carried, it's moved up to 30 feet in any direction. The beholder can also exert fine control on objects with its ray. So I need you to make a strength save, please.
Me still?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
All right. So you failed the save. So you now... I can move you up to 30 feet in any direction, and you're now being restrained. So I am going to actually use the ray to move you into this doorway, and you're being restrained.
Alright.
And then it's going to use its last ray on Magnus. And
Okay.
it is the charm ray, so I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
I can't be charmed.
Oh, you can't be
You
charmed. You're right, because you did the good and evil.
Yep.
Nice. All right, so you lucked out because the charm ray was the one that it went on. So you do not have to worry about that anymore. So that is going to be the end of the beholder's turn. It is now Elara's turn, but she is restrained.
I just have a movement speed of 0, so I can still do a spell. Right? What's disadvantage?
Yeah, your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you also have disadvantage on dex saves.
Does that include my spiritual weapon? Because that is its own thing.
No, yeah, that doesn't include that. That's something separate.
Okay, well, the spiritual weapon, then...
So that if we count the spiritual weapon, we have 4 conjured other motherfuckers fighting this guy.
14.
Where is it? Would it get flanking advantage too?
No.
Hmm.
Does a 14 hit? You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know where Mahone went.
Hello?
Yes. Do.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I lost my mic. I'm sorry. A 14 does not hit.
Okay. My computer keeps opening Minecraft for whatever reason, and I don't even play Minecraft, so I don't know why it's opening Minecraft all the time.
Yeah.
I think that is... not all I'm gonna do. I'm going to cure wounds on myself. Yeah. Just do it at first. Okay, cool. Glad that helped a lot. That's it. That's my turn.
All right, it's now Dorita's turn.
So, the first thing she's going to do is get my computer to go to the screen. Cast. It's gonna sound strange, but I have a reason why. Let's. Thaumaturgy? I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's going to use it to boost her voice. So her voice is going to be 3 times as loud, which hopefully means that her creatures in the other room can still hear her.
All right, sounds good.
Telling the summoned beast to do something does not count as an action, but it still counts as a bonus action to tell Dale to do something.
Okay.
So she's going to give her command. She's going to tell Dale, "Keep going for it, Dale! Lizzie, give him hell!" As she's going to walking backwards. And with Summon Beast, I looked at it. It says that the creature stays unless it hits 0 hit points or the spell ends. So I think as long as I don't cast another concentration spell, it should stay.
Sounds good.
Move this way. And did Eghan say something to the people in here?
Yeah, I told them all to run.
Did any of them react at all?
Not that he said.
Not yet, no.
Lovely. Series, we've got to get moving. And she's gonna try to coax them all to start moving ahead of her as she gives the password for the doorway, which was spider bite. All right. Dale is going to attack first, and
Okay.
she is going to attempt to bite.
What is that noise?
Is it on my end?
Miss.
He misses again.
Yes, a 9 misses.
He is, however, going to move this away. And that is the end of his turn. And the summon beast goes after. And it is going to... No, don't open Discord. To go like 2 different pages to get each of their stats. For it to show. Summon beast. It is going to maul. It is my use spell attack modifier to hit, which is 10 feet. Going to draw. So it's maul, which just says melee attack, weapon attack, your spell attack modifier to hit. So does that mean I just add my spell attack modifier to D20? Hello? Hello? Oh,
We can hear you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was your question? I'm sorry.
So, it only says spell attack modifier to hit. So does that mean I roll a d20 and then add my spell modifier?
Yeah,
Your
you'll
spell
just
attack
add your
modifier?
spell attack modifier, yep.
Okay, so it's a d20 plus 6. Nope, that is not the right one. Ignore that. I clicked the wrong one. Oh! Okay, so it's a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Wait. It is going to do... Pull that screen. Go back down. 1d8 plus 4 plus my spell level, which is a 2nd level spell. So that's plus 2. So it does 9 piercing damage. And it is going to move over here. It's going to squeeze past these guys. Go right there.
The spirit that I have conjured reduces the speed of anything within 5 feet of it by 20 feet.
What is its speed? Hold on. Now I gotta look that up.
Yeah, sorry, that's not something that I can even turn off or like have exceptions for. It literally is just a depression spirit that makes people slow.
It's 30 feet, so it can move 15. So if it was here, it can move there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 15 feet. So, yeah. And that is the end of my turn completely.
Alright, it's Magnus's turn.
This is first gonna, are you okay?
Oops, can't move. I'm good.
Okay. I look around, trying to think because he remembers something about this book, and he's just gonna be like, "You said we should destroy it." He's going to attack the book and with magic missile.
Alright, nice.
1 second here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really hoping that my spirit creature is honestly just distracted long enough to keep it from attacking you guys.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. It
I had to
doesn't
cast
have
it 3
much
times,
health.
right?
Yeah, magic
can cast
missile
it
you could do
3
3 times. Yep.
Right, so 3 bolts of missiles are just gonna go and attack the book.
Okay. And what does it look like when the book explodes into tiny little burning pieces?
I guess these bolts, they're kind of purplish in color, hit the book, penetrate it, and then just explode. And I guess it's just going to be like raining like a purple fire coming down from.
Nice. So all of a sudden you see the missiles hit this book. The book incinerates into just ash, and you just see pieces of, pages of this book just, flying and burning in the air. And just as that happens, the beholder lets out a screech. You guys
My
are no
God.
longer in initiative.
Hear Dorita's booming voice after the scream. Is everything okay, darlings?
Elara, I can move now, right? Am I still restrained?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Is gonna walk up to Magnus and say, "Holy shit," and then hug him, cause literally just saved her.
Let's all give Magnus a round of applause with that smart idea.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I totally forgot the book. I forgot the book was in
Yeah,
here.
I just
The
remember
beholder
it's like-
came in and I was like, shit.
How do you think
Should
the
never-
creature came out? It was from Eghan touching it, and it transposed itself from the book to his arm, and then when she cast that lifting of the curse, it had nowhere else to go because it couldn't be it couldn't use Eghan as a host anymore. So
Dorita wouldn't have known any of that. All she remembers is coming into the room and suddenly there's a beholder there.
yeah,
So her first instinct is get everyone else out.
true.
And Elara was, still stuck on the fact that he was blaming Octavia for it. And
Yeah.
not the book.
Eghan is now just laying in the fetal position over here. Eghan's done. Eghan's just.
And also, it probably shocked Magnus that Elara actually swore, because usually she, yells at him for swearing.
Yeah.
So Dorita's gonna drop her summon beast spell. So the lizard
Can you
is
see
just
that
gonna...
the creature's gone?
We heard the scream.
That doesn't mean it's gone.
True.
I'm just... I screamed if you guys were okay.
Scream.
Yeah, you said it was fine, right?
No.
Oh,
I did
okay.
Well, Dorita yelled and asked if everything was okay. What do you guys say? Because you guys are out of initiative now, so you can.
I guess Alara's gonna yell, "Everything's good, Magnus just saved our asses!"
Alright, you'll just see the lizard go poof.
What about the depression spirit?
Eghan doesn't have the mental capacities to dispel it. Eghan is, again, just fetal position. Honestly, I think it just comes over to him. Just looking down.
Creature appears in front of Elara. Eghan.
Can you guys see his name?
Yeah. Egg's depression. Lara's gonna kneel down next to Eghan. Eghan.
I think I should go. I think you should throw me out in the acid rain.
No, Eghan, listen, it was the book that you touched, okay?
Well, yeah, but I still touched it. That's still my fault.
And
You
Magnus
could have gotten
destroyed the
killed.
book, and the creature's gone. It's fine. Everyone's fine.
Is it fine? No, is it really fine? Because I feel like I'm just gonna fuck up again. I mean, I set Dorita on fire and. Oh,
I think Dorita forgave you for that.
that doesn't mean I didn't do it.
While they're doing that, Dorita kind of goes in the room and just tells them it's okay, calm down. Whether or not it works, she really does not care. She comes back over here, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds as she touches Eghan's shoulder.
Is Eghan hurt?
But yeah,
Eghan? Yeah,
yeah.
Eghan got hurt.
When the thing
Oh,
grabbed
you did
me,
get really hurt. You're right.
Like, Eghan's hurt.
I forgot.
You get 12 points back.
all right, awesome.
Magnus is gonna kind of speak up and just be like, Elara, isn't there that healing pool around here? Should we put Eghan in that? It should cure all his wounds and
You
little
know,
bit.
I've seen people
Relax.
use it. I'm not sure what it actually does. Seeing
Oh,
people get
there's only one way to
baptized, it
find
might
out.
just be, you know, quote unquote holy water.
All right, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm being a. I'm having a bad time. You're right. Yeah, sure. I'll get in the pool or whatever.
Before you get in the pool, can you make this thing disappear? It's kind of, you know, a little depressing. It's not allowing me to move very far. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's good for combat and hey, I want to say, any other time if I tell you that it's okay to run, I mean I'm a coward. I've learned a lot of spells and I've got a lot of things that can just get me out of bad situations. I'm on being able to escape. So
While you might be able to escape, everyone in that room, I cannot guarantee could have escaped.
I mean everybody else did except for Magnus, and I think Magnus just didn't leave because you were still
Again,
there.
I
You
mean
know.
the civilians.
Well, yes. Well, okay. Well, here, my plan was I could, if we were all got into this hallway, I could do that wall of sand again throughout this whole hallway, and it could buy some time to escape and then lock the doors behind us. You know.
Yeah, but then we would have still had a beholder on the loose.
That's true. You're right.
And I will do whatever I can to protect this town and this church. Guess we're going to the healing pool.
All right.
Yay.
Yes. A healing pool.
I swear to God, if there's a monster in the healing pool, it's my fault, because, you know, I'm leading
I think
everyone to
I'm
the
just
healing
gonna
pool.
stay here, darling.
Fair enough. Just gonna open the door.
Her and Dale are just gonna chill here next to Grim.
When you walk into the the room with the healing pool, it feels nice and cool in here. And on the pool, you actually see what seems to be like steam coming off of the healing pool, and it's almost like if it's like a kind of like a a hot tub. But I mean, I'm just saying that for you guys because I'm just trying to explain what it seems like. They wouldn't know what the fuck a hot tub is, but I would say that you recognize it being like maybe like kind of like a hot spring, like the hot springs that they have.
Or a sauna.
Or a sauna. Do they do saunas in? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, because you just gotta like put some coals over water or some shit, right?
Yeah. So, but it looks nice and warm.
Well, I'm not getting in that pool because that means I have to take off all of my armor and everything else, and with everything that keeps going on, it's not happening.
Oh, I wasn't planning on taking my robes off or anything either. You know, maybe we could just enjoy some time sitting in a nice warm pool.
In your robes, and then they're gonna be all wet.
Well, that's fine. I've got a lot of magic. I'm sure I could figure something out to dry them.
I mean, go for it. No, you know what? I don't want you to touch the water.
So what do you guys do?
You know what?
I'm gonna reach down and put my hand in the water before anyone else touches it.
Okay.
Eghan's had enough bad luck, so
I need for you to roll me a. No, I'm just kidding. When you put your hand in, it just feels nice and warm and soothing.
you know this water feels kind of nice actually.
All right. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll go ahead and. I mean, I'm gonna put like the book and everything aside. Take any important possessions out, but I'll just kind of sit like waist deep on the edge here.
Okay. Are you getting actually all the way into the pool, or are you like kind of sitting on the edge and kind of like dangling your feet in?
I would. It looks on here like there's like a little staircase. Could I like sit in that? Like I said, like waist deep.
Yeah, there's a couple steps that go down into the water.
All right, yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. As you enter the water and it gets up to your waist, you feel a calm come over you. All of the voices that you heard in your head, even that of whatever the hell her name is. What did you say her name was? Olympia?
Octavia.
Octavia. Olympia, Octavia. I knew it began with an O. Even that of Octavia you don't hear right now. Everything sounds silent for the first time in your head for a very long time. And as this calm goes over you, you almost feel rejuvenated and re-energized. And you can go ahead and put all of your HP back up to full.
Oh, thank God. All right, awesome.
And this is where we're going to leave it off for the evening. So I want to thank everybody for coming in today. There wasn't a ton of people watching us tonight, but if you're watching us on replay, hello, Grim. We missed you. Hopefully we'll see you in a couple weeks. I do want to thank everybody for being here. It means a lot. We will see you back again next week here on Horror Becomes Them. See you then.